Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. It feels so good to say that again. So if you're new here, welcome. I hope you stick around and like, subscribe and click the bell icon. So a lot of you might be wondering, or as you can see by the title, where I have been over the last 6 months. I think that my last upload was at the end of May or the beginning of June, and today we're just gonna sit down and chat about where I've been, what I've been up to, and apply some makeup like I usually would. It will just be my usual makeup routine that I've been doing for the last 6 months, just an easy, simple look. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it as well. Without talking too much, let's just get on with it and get some makeup on my face. So as you can see, I've zoomed you in quite a bit. I do have a new little setup, as you can see. I've invested a little bit of cash just to get this whole setup done, just to make my videos look a little bit better. I've got some new lighting and hopefully the sound will work because it's recording separately now. Anyway, just clipping my hair back. I got these little cute creaseless clips from Primark for about, I think it was €2 or €3 for 6 of them, and they're so cute. I'm just going to start off with priming my face with this W7 Blur to Perfection. You've seen this before on my channel, of course, so just shaking that up and then we'll get started. As some of you may know, for a living I'm trying to get this out the bottle. For a living I actually work on boats or yachts, and back in, I think it was June, or yeah, it must have been June, the beginning of June, my granny passed away, and the week before that one of my really good friends called me and asked me if I'd like to come back to an old boat I worked on and spend the summer with them. So I agreed to do that, and as some of you may know, just quickly, I'm using the PS My Perfect Color Perfect Finish foundation. I've almost finished this. As you can see, it was part of my project plan, which has now gone on for like 6 months, but this is what I use. As some of you may know, I went about 10 months with no work because I had left a boat just before COVID hit, and I was stuck in South Africa, and literally I thought there was no hope for me. But after my friend had called me, I just jumped on the opportunity, obviously because I needed to make money back from what I had lost. So that's my foundation done. Next I go in with cream contour, and this is PS My Perfect Color foundation stick in Chai. Anyway, so I took off on my flight. I was really nervous. I don't think I've ever been that nervous to travel, but obviously being homebound for about 10 or 11 months, even close to a year, it literally was so daunting for me. I had to go to the US to get my vaccine, and then I flew to Greece. I spent 5 days in quarantine there, which was absolutely lovely. I met a really nice girl who's now my friend, and we just had so much fun. Obviously not knowing what it was going to be like going back to a boat that I'd worked on I think 3 or 4 years prior. So yeah, we spent about a few months in Greece cruising around there, and then after that I think we went to Italy, if I'm not mistaken, which was really nice. Bearing in mind we couldn't really get off the vessel or do anything, so we're just stuck inside working. I mean, we averaged about, on a good day 13 hours, on a bad day about 16, 17, 18 hours a day, which I guess is all part of the job. I mean, we're in hospitality, so that's what you do. After that, I think we spent maybe a week in France, which is great because that's actually where I started, or actually got on my first vessel, which is amazing. And we got to spend some time there, and we went to a couple of restaurants with the crew, and it was really, really lovely, and I really needed it. After that, we went back to Italy for a bit and ended off in Spain. So, I mean, a lot of people probably thought that I had just given up on YouTube, but I did not. I was just too busy, and you know, the internet is absolutely non-existent on a boat, especially when you have guests on board, because obviously they take priority. So uploading, guys, my camera keeps overheating and it actually turned off, so I think I missed a bit there, but like I said, uploading was impossible. Bar a couple of TikTok videos and maybe some Instagram or Facebook pictures here and there, but honestly it was near impossible. So I already put on my concealer, and it is the PS My Perfect Color, again from Primark, in the shade Almond, and I just placed it like this, which I always do. And I was only supposed to stay on the boat for 3 months, just for the summer, but then after a really crazy summer, and obviously with COVID, a lot of people hadn't been home for a while, so some of the people ended up resigning and leaving, so they just needed some extra hands, so they offered me to stay on for a couple more months. I actually ended up getting my boyfriend on the vessel, which was great, in Spain, which was absolutely so much fun. Okay, I'm lying, it wasn't that much fun, but it was a good time. We were actually allowed off the vessel, obviously being safe and careful with the whole situation, and yeah, so we ended up being there for 2 months together, which was absolutely great. So that's all my liquid products on my face. As you can see, it's quite different from how I usually used to do my makeup. This is what I do now. Next we'll go in with some blurring setting powder. As you can see, it's very well used. I just usually, oh that's too much, put some in the cap, grab a fluffy brush, and I just place that all over the face. But being away, I realized how much I did enjoy doing YouTube. I know my channel isn't massive and I don't know an awful lot about makeup yet, but I am getting better. I've booked a couple more courses, so I'm really looking forward to it. Sorry, can't multitask. So while I was in Spain as well, I was obviously looking for different makeup like that they had there. They have different drugstores there. So I bought a few things, maybe more than a few, and so I think we'll have a lot of exciting things coming up on the channel. Please let me know if there's anything that you guys would like to see, because that would help me so much. But a lot of the things that I have bought have actually gone viral on TikTok, so yeah, we have a lot to talk about. I've got some high-end products as well that I have to compare to my low-end products or budget products. I wouldn't say low-end because they're pretty good, and a lot of them perform much better than our high-end makeup does. So I am really, really excited to get back into it. So yeah, please just let me know if any of you have anything that you want to see specifically on my channel, because I would definitely like to try more things and do more things that you guys want to see. If you want to hear more about my yachting career, just mention it down below in the comments. But yeah, so next I just like I just went over my face with my sponge, and then I like to spray some setting spray now just to get the face all moistened up, and then again just going over with a sponge just to lock everything in. Just popping that all over. Next we'll go into brows. So brows, I hate doing brows on camera because I'm not very good at it. So what I've been doing is I just have this clear brow gel. It's a CBD. Let me get it. It's a CBD brow gel. If you can see, it's a CBD brow gel from Primark as well, and it's just a clear one. So I usually just brush my brows up. I need to pluck my brows, and then I move them in like that. So the same on the other side, and then give it a couple of seconds just to dry down. And then going in with the gel again, I just like to paste my brows up. So just did the same on the other side, and then I just go in with a pencil, which we need to sharpen. And then I usually just fill in all the gaps. I don't like draw them out anymore, anything like that. I just fill in the gaps in the front, and I'll clean it up with my finger, and then just fill them in like that. Okay, so that is brows done. That's my story. I mean, it's nothing that exciting, but it is my story. Let me know if, like I said, if you want to know more. Next we're gonna go in with some bronzer. So I'm just using the MUA Sun-Kissed bronzer from my MUA video, and just taking a really fluffy brush, getting my hair out the way. I just like to, as always, just place it on the cheekbone over here. Yeah, so it's nothing really exciting about where I've been. I didn't give up on YouTube. I really do enjoy doing this. Like, I really would love to do makeup for a living, honestly, if I had a dream. Yeah, that's it actually. I don't know what else to say about where I've been. I mean, I could tell stories for days, but I don't know how much you guys want to hear on my makeup channel about, you know, my travels and stuff. I did also have a really horrible experience, which I'll tell you about. I applied for my UK visa while I was in Spain, and honestly, it took so long. I actually had to leave the boat and then go stay in Madrid for a week just to wait for it to come back, and it eventually did, but it was such a ball ache. So next, just going in with some blush. I bought this at Sephora, but it's a Bobbi Brown blush in sand pink, and just taking a really fluffy brush, I'm just gonna pop some of that on my cheeks. It's a really pretty pink color. I don't think it's as bright as it is on camera, but it's a really bright. Just a little bit on my nose, and then I just take my powder brush again and just go around the edges. And then for the eyes, I just take the blush and the bronzer again. You've seen me do this before, so just dipping a fluffy brush in that. I like to just run it through my crease. Same on the other eye. Just quick. And this is the makeup I would actually do in the morning before my shift when I wasn't too tired. This blush looks really intense on camera actually, but I love it. I think it's so cute. Taking the blush on another fluffy brush, I just like to layer that close to the lash line, and taking it about halfway through the eye. Sometimes I would start work at 5 o'clock in the morning and finish at 10, 11, maybe even midnight, and then be up at 5 or 6 again the next day. So sometimes we wouldn't even have time for makeup or to do your hair. You just roll out of bed and actually just get on with it. But anyway, for highlight, this is broken, but it is also the MUA shimmer highlight powder, and that I also like to just take on a flat brush and place it on the inner corner of my eye just for a little bit of shimmer, and then just taking a small fluffy brush, just picking some of that up and just adding it on the tops of our cheekbones, just like that. Gives you a nice glow. And the tip of the nose, we forgot about that. And yeah, then we take some setting spray again. So after the setting spray, I again go in with my sponge just to push everything in. Next, for mascara, we have this Too Faced Better Than Sex. I absolutely hate this mascara, but for the sake of this video, we're just going to use it because I was using my Smashbox, but I finally finished it. So just applying a thin coat of that. This mascara is absolutely horrible. I know this isn't a review, but honestly it flakes and I end up looking like a raccoon by the end of the day. I do have very oily eyelids, but my eye makeup stays on, but that just does not. So for lipstick, I'll just go in with something nude. So for this, I'm just going to use the Revolution Soap collaboration. Just apply that on the lips. So I'm sure you've seen these a couple of my pictures on Instagram where I've just done really simple makeup, and this is usually that makeup. So this is our finished look, and I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram you would have seen me post a couple of pictures. This is the makeup that I've done on it and most of the products that I used as well. I think it's really plain and it's just like a pop of color on the cheeks, which makes you look healthy. So yeah, that's it from me, guys. If, like I said, if there's anything you want to see or any products you want reviewed, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. But other than that, that's it from me. Hope everybody has a great evening. Bye.